gentlemen, we are back again talking all things Private Eye. I am back with Mr. Cody Gidley, the art director, brother.
Thank you very much. Absolutely, my man.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Dude, this has been a really fun. It has been a really fun day. He's done a ton of interviews. He's killed it today. We've been stacking them up all day today. It's been a ton of fun. It's been some really good stuff.
And now I get to get you from behind the boards over here in front of the camera.
I'm sitting up behind the board directing, and I did the setup for this live shoot today, and so I've been communicating with Los as like a director, so this is fun to kind of be in the chair, sitting next to him.
And speaking of setup and sets and whatnot, you were the art director on this film, Private Eye.
Yeah, I got really, really lucky. Noble will be doing an interview, and he threw me a huge bone, okay? So I did props, and I helped with set design and stuff like that, but I really got set up by Noble. He actually took the job for Jack. He's a great young cat with a ton of industry experience, and he needed somebody with set experience. Now, I've never done props or anything like that. I actually wanted to be a script supervisor for Jack is what I wanted to do. But this kind of fell into my lap, doing props, and this is something I've never done before. I love production, but I've never done props or set design or anything like that.
Was that intimidating?
It was extremely intimidating because you read the script and then you make the prop list. Now, luckily, Noble had assembled all the props and stuff like that. So I'm reading through the scripts, and it's like everything is a prop. They're using everything, and you're just making all these lists, and everything is going through your mind. What are they going to need in every single location and stuff like that? It was insane. The best part to me was it really broke filmmaking. Every once in a while when you're learning film, you break it and you start to see two shots and singles and stuff like that. Well, this broke it for me because we're on set. Jack's helping me make this mess. We made the cleanest mess I've ever seen in this apartment. And it was incredible because you see props and set design everywhere. Once you watch, every frame is props and set design. It's crazy.
It all over,
It's, Jack put that pile of papers there. I put those cans there. You see your fingerprint everywhere.
It's like the Sixth Sense, except for prop design instead. It's I see dead props.
Props everywhere.
I see props everywhere.
Well, and you think about it the whole day. All you're thinking about is what are they going to need in that next shot. And we had to create some effects and stuff like that where he burns a picture. I think he drops a vase and it breaks and stuff like that. I mean, just dealing with this stuff logistically was unbelievable.
Making a mess. You got to give me a little insight on that because, again, layman over here, I would assume that you just get to walk onto the set and just start throwing stuff around. It can't be that simple, can it?
No, it's not, because we had to first we collected cans. We collected cans and washed them, so we have clean cans. Okay, so we crushed them and we kept them. We had cans and bottles. Okay, then we had newspaper. And then we had laundry. And so that was like our layers of dirtiness. And we took so many pictures because part of the thing is him cleaning up the apartment. So everything had to be photographed, every angle
so that
of
way
it.
every time you come back, you don't have a Starbucks in the shot, Game of Thrones incident.
Exactly. You have to keep track of everything, every set, every piece that anybody touches or holds or moves and stuff like that. It all comes down to photographs and keeping track of everything.
See, there's always so much more than the average person that just goes to watch a movie realizes that goes into making the movie magic. Because if you had told me that, before I'd start getting into the entertainment industry, I never would have known that somebody's watching every, shot and making sure that this is consistent with what we did yesterday or, even a month ago. So, I mean, I think that is one of the coolest things about that is that the continuity that is able to be brought forth and just the way everybody has to work so seamlessly.
Absolutely, especially on an independent set. That's why I'm so grateful that I get to work with Jack. We met on like bigger sets, and then I started working with Jack on much smaller independent sets. We also did a micro budget feature together where he directed his wife's script. Corey's in it, and I was a cinematographer for that. Just being able to do all these different jobs on the set, seeing a large set and then actually doing it for yourself is so valuable in your experience. Jack has stacked so much directing credit under his belt, and he hasn't even had anything come out yet. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, the
wild.
Elevator, he had one that he co-directed kind of come out.
Right.
But, it's amazing just to see it on those levels and seeing it over and over and getting to work with people and doing different jobs. Independent filmmaking, if you like film, if you love to watch movies, you need to work on an independent film and see how it's actually done. See how the craft happens. See how people come together.
Yeah.
Jack built a phenomenal set on The Private Eye.
Yeah.
He had a great camera department. He had a great lighting crew.
Yeah.
He brought in Noble, who knows everything about set making, from huge budgets to helping us with our small budget.
That's really cool.
He surrounded himself with people that also wanted to make a really great movie.
Yeah.
And it was incredible, and it was a great experience. And I remember a ton of it. A lot of it we did at Noble's apartment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just sitting out, getting the sun, talking to people on set, having lunch with people. Even though, and again, we were one of the first in crews working during COVID. None of us caught it, but we all had a great time working together on set. And we had to sit separated, and we had our lunch were individual, and we had to take our lunch one at a time.
Yeah.
And,
do all the protocols.
It was a process, but we still had a really great time on set working together on this movie.
What was one of the hardest or craziest props that you had to create or that you guys had to do?
It was probably that messy room.
The messy room,
we had to do, there was a lot of stuff put together, but that messy room, because we did it twice. We did a piece in the beginning, and so all those
recreate
pictures,
the mess again.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
And, it was so much.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. And that was one of the first kind of things I think we did that first week.
Oh, so you just started in the deep end.
And then we just jump into it. And it's just so many pictures and learning. It was a lot of fun, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's hard work. We're sweating bullets. It's hot out. It's the middle of the summertime. We have a mask on.
Oh, man.
But Jack's cracking jokes. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
Everybody's having fun.
And at the end of the day, you get to see that product. That has to be, that has to be a great feeling.
It is great. And like I said, seeing my imprint on it is insane. I've never been a part of a movie where I can see my work in almost every single frame.
Yeah.
You can see how I helped and what I did that day.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I was told to ask you your actor's name.
Oh God. I actually, I do a small piece at the very end of the movie.
Yep.
And Cody Russell, that's where you can find me. That's my actor name, Cody Russell. If you're really lucky and I'm working independent, you might be seeing Nash Markwood. But but Cody Gidley worked a majority on this movie.
Yeah.
But a compliment to me, even the small thing I did, Rafa today remembered me from being a police officer at the end of the movie. Now, I worked every day on props.
Right.
But Rafa remembered me from being
for the acting. See, so that's
I was in his lens,
it.
and that's what he remembered.
See?
So it's that's a nice little compliment.
That's awesome, man. So as far as Private Eye goes, what are some things that you're excited for the audience to see? It's as thematically or even from the cinematography or even your work? Is there something that you're just like, man, I can't wait for people to see this? Or is it the whole project in itself?
Yeah. Okay. So this is an independent movie where you have a phenomenal cinematographer working with a phenomenal director who wanted to make an old school thriller mystery movie. And so I remember one dolly shot where we're up on a balcony and it's Matt coming into a door and he's banging on this door. And it's just this beautiful, beautiful scenic shot at an apartment, and we're all gathered around this thing watching.
Yeah.
And it's really it's very magical to see these things come together.
Man, that's awesome. Brother Cody, I appreciate you coming in and talking to us. It has been a pleasure and an honor to work with you all day, and I can't wait to see you on that big screen. February 2024, Private Eye. Make sure you go check it out. I'll be there. Cody will be there. You should be there too.
Thank you, guys.